Welcome to the NRL News channel. Sign up and stay up to date with the main news. Let's get to the news. NRL.com examines the key talking points for the Bulldogs as they launch into the 2024 pre-season. Will the forward pack's lack of depth come back to bite? Arguably the most active club on the player market for 2024, with 10 players coming into the squad following the signing of Connor Tracy and 8 departing. How coach Cameron Ciraldo plans to make sense of his signings will be interesting to see. The club have brought in a number of accomplished players, but still have an issue with their overall depth, including having co-captain Reid Mahoney and the incoming Jake Turpin the only genuine number 9s, coupled with a lack of experienced props. While utilities Drew Hutchison and Kurt Mann, who were announced as 2024 signings alongside Turpin on the same day, can both play in the dummy half role, arguably that's not their best position. The most capped players in the front row are Ryan Sutton with a useful 88 games, with Liam Knight is just behind him on 81, while Max King, who is listed as a lock, has played 97 NRL games and spent the 2023 season at prop and will likely take a starting role again. However, the club will otherwise be relying on inexperienced youngsters in their engine room. Where's the best fit for the incoming critter? One of the key additions joining the club for next season is three-time premiership winner Stephen Crichton, with the Dogs counting on his presence and experience to help lift the players around him. While best known as a devastatingly effective centre, Crichton is in contention for the fullback role, but will have a fight on his hands from fellow new signing Blake Taaffe, who played 20 games of NRL in the position for the Rabbitohs. Crichton recently added to his utility value as well, playing 5/8 for Samoa in the recent Pacific Championships, with his international coach Ben Gardner stating a desire to give him more opportunity with the ball. Given his status a major signing for the club, the expectations are he will be the front-runner for the fullback position in an effort to increase his involvement, but it is a tough position to master, especially with a high level of expectation and pressure that will accompany such a move. No half-hearted 5/8 desire for Burton. After trialling a number of different options through the season to partner co-captain Matt Burton in the halves, including Kyle Flanagan, Khaled Rajab and Karl Oloapu, the arrival of Toby Sexton late last year provided a glimpse of the potential long-term future for the Bulldogs. Burton, who has won a Dally M Centre of the Year award, has stated his preference is certainly to play number 6 and wants to improve in the role next season. However, utility signings in Kurt Mann, Drew Hutchinson and Blake Taaffe also all have experience in the halves, and if the Bulldogs don't get their season off to their desired start, it could be tempting to shuffle Burton back to a position where he has excelled previously. Can the Dogs dig deep to make the most out of what they already have? Both the Bulldogs and Dolphins debuted 9 players last year as their depth was tested in a tough season. However, while the club have made plenty of new signings for the 2024 season, if they can also get the best out of the players they already have at the club, their fortunes are set to improve. In his first year at the club, injury reduced William Kikau to only 9 games, playing in the opening 3 rounds before sitting out the entire middle of the season after suffering a pectoral injury. He returned for the final 5 matches of the year, including the round 22 win against the Dolphins where he scored a try. The club will be hoping the Fijian enforcer can rediscover the kind of form he displayed while at the Panthers, where he won the Dally M Second Rower of the Year award in 2021. Co-captains Mahoney and Burton now have more experience in their roles, with Ciraldo no doubt relying on his leaders to handle the pressure better and not let it affect their on-field performances. While there has been speculation about playing future of Josh Adokar, he is an Origin and Kangaroos representative and the most experienced player in their lineup and will need to be back to his best to help the Dogs display some attacking bite. Rekindling the former kennel culture with some old dogs. Ending in 15th spot on the ladder in 2023, it was another disappointing season overall for the Bulldogs, who have not finished inside the top 8 since 2016. The club have endured some tumultuous times both on and off the field during that time, but fans overall have remained loyal and hopeful that new players signed to add experience to the squad will help lift standards and results. While it didn't quite work out the way they wanted during the past few seasons, despite some superstar arrivals in recent times, the club have been working to strengthen their foundations by looking internally to re-establish a strong Bulldogs culture. As well as hiring former Bulldogs to coach their Pathways teams, the club have also adopted a new motto for their junior academies of "Bred, not bought," a slogan featured on banners at games during 2004, the last time the Bulldogs won a title. What did you think of this news? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to leave your like.